Now this is the second part of the previous lecture, that is technology specification. Now we will move towards the input requirement set. Sometimes a firm produces only one good from the available inputs. Therefore, if we have the output as y and the inputs as x, okay, now the net output is y minus x. What is net output? It is y minus x. Okay, here x, what is x? X is the vector of inputs and it produces the y units of output. So the value of net output will be y minus x. Now in the garment units, a firm produces a shirt from the available fabric. So what is this? What is shirt? Shirt will be the value of y, and the available fabric will be the value of x. Now the production of the shirt minus the available fabric will give us the value of net outputs. Now for such production function, the firm's input requirement set now is given as V of y. Now we will have another term which is known as V of y. It is equal to, now we have a set of the function, that is x in Rn. What was Rn? Rn was a subset in the feasible region. X in Rn is such that we get the net output, that is y minus x is in y. So therefore, the input requirement in the given set is given as this, given the technology specification. It is x in Rn such that y minus x is in y. The input requirement set is the set of all input bundles. Now this is the set of all input bundles. That is the set of all the inputs that have been utilized in order to produce the output. These bundles produce at least y units of output. All the unit bundles, they at least produce the y units of output. But firm also uses the land and labor in its production function, something which will not be taken into consideration at this point. Over here we have taken the example of a shirt in which fabric was used in order to produce the shirt. Now here comes another concept which is known as isoquant. Now what is an isoquant? Whenever we are studying the production function, we have to deal with this very important term, that is isoquant. It is the production plan and the production possibility of the firm. Isoquant is the production plan and production possibility of the firm. We draw it like this. It shows that in order to produce this level of output, Q level of output, certain units of vector 1 and certain units of vector 2 are used in its production. Okay. Now isoquants are the production plan and possibilities of firm, and it can be defined as, now Q, this Q we're talking about. Now Qy is equal to, which is a production plan, okay? Therefore Qy is equal to x in Rn. X in Rn, okay? Such that x is in Vy. X is in Vy. What was Vy? Vy is the input requirement, and x is not, and x is not in Vy prime or Vy prime can be written like this. For y prime to be greater than y. Okay, now let me read the statement again. Now x is in Rn, that is, it is subset of that output function. production possibility feasible region. X is in Vy, that is X is satisfying the condition of input requirement, and X is not in Vy prime. What is Vy prime? Vy when the Y or Y prime is greater than the input requirement of our function. So X should not be in Vy prime, rather it should be in Vy. Isoquants are the given bundles that produce exactly Y units of output. Whatever bundle we have, it is producing exactly the same amount of output. Therefore, isoquants are the given bundles that produce exactly Y units of output. It cannot be, that is, X will not be in any region over here or in any other region. Input combinations are sometimes changed in the production function while output is kept constant. Input combination can be A, B, C or D, but the output combination, the level of output produced at all these input combinations is the same. Now we have another term that is known as, or that is short-run production possibility set. In short run, the production function is fixed. Now what we are concerned about over here is the short-run production possibility set. In the short run, the production function is fixed. That is, if a firm uses some proportion of labor and capital, then this is written as y is equal to f of k and l. That is, we said before as well, in the short run, a firm cannot change its units of capital or units of skilled labor. K is the amount of capital used in the production function, and L is the amount of labor used in the used as input in the production function. Therefore, y of k is equal to, this is small k, let me write it again. Now y of k is equal to, now again we have another set, that is L and k, and we can also write it as, and in y given k is equal to this small k. This is example of short-run production possibility set. In the above production function, more capital than labor is used. Now in this production function, more capital is used because of this y colon k is equal to k shows that there is more capital used in the production function than the labor. Okay, this topic is complete over here. After this, we will move towards the transformation function. Thank you very much.